Hi everyone, I apologize for my background on my bed. I'm on bed rest from my OBGYN, but I'm going to discuss the reproductive system of a human being, both male and female. I'm sure in anatomy class we have a general idea of what it is. In other words, the biggest reason we have it is to ensure that we all stay here and to ensure our survival. Obviously, most men, unless for some reason they don't have it or are having issues with birth and things like that, they produce sperm. And while a woman produces eggs, and she's given so many eggs when she is born, and we're all given, I think, roughly 400,000 eggs in our entire life, and we produce eggs every time we menstruate. Um, the male has two major parts that are in its reproductive system, which are the penis and the testes. The woman has a little bit more as far as reproductive and how she reproduces. This includes the vagina, the uterus, and the ovaries. In order for a woman to reproduce or get pregnant, an egg is sent down her fallopian tube during what is called ovulation. If any men don't know what that is, it releases an egg. In order for a woman to get pregnant, she has to be fertilized with a man's sperm in order to get pregnant. And if it's not, it's eliminated during menstruation. The most common disease in the woman reproductive system is cervical cancer, which is a lot of people, I'm sure, have heard that, especially being in anatomy class. It affects over 11,000 women a year. It usually ends up being genetic. You can get it from your mom or your grandparents, your great-grandparents. It's usually commonly found by a pap smear, which is why women of 21, which is the age of when we are generally have children, it's recommended yearly or every 6 months if you have a history of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer can spread to the ovaries, the vagina, liver, which is called metastasizing. And any treatments most likely will cause infertility. If you have to remove an ovary, or if you have to remove anything like that, or if you have to do chemo often makes you infertile. With men, the most common disease is prostate cancer, and almost 200,000 men a year are diagnosed with it. 6 out of 10 men are usually older than 65, so it's not something that usually gets to younger men. It's often found, unfortunately, by a rectal exam. It can cause infertility because usually if chemo does not work, you have to remove a prostate gland or one or both testicles, which obviously can cause infertility because your sperm comes from your testicles. But that's the most common. Most of the time it's in older men. It's usually really rare for young men. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.